Hello, welcome back. My name is Coach Professor Lucilius Terrio Leep. I go by Luke. Call me what you will. Welcome to our final installment in the Worthwich House History series for our 2020 Virtual Spirit Week. Now, today is the fourth and final video, which means we will be covering the fourth and final house at Worthwich, House Wyverno. Let's jump into it. Leonardo Camaldeleone, referred to as Leo, was a Brazilian wizard fascinated in magical creatures, particularly dragons, and he left wizard school at the age of 17 due to the school's general fear and lack of understanding for magical creatures. He sought a rare dragon breeder named Faguxo in a village near the base of a volcano called Wyverno. The volcano was actually a mountain that was home to a family of wyvern dragons that would spew fire into the sky every night. The dragon breeder Faguxo taught Leo all he knew about magical creatures and even how to fly a dragon. After years of study, Leo was flying his dragon Ganzit when they collided with a giant silver bird. I think it was a stray thunderbird, but that's just a theory of mine. Leo was able to conjure a broom and land safely, but unfortunately his dragon Ganzit crash landed, quite literally, in flames. Quichito, a co-founder of an underwater school of magic called Quilantis, and later the founder of House Soraka, found Ganzit and healed him as best he could, and then discovered Leo and told him about the school. Quichito brought Marin Farage, the original founder of Quilantis and later founder of Quilantis House at Worthwich, to finish healing the dragon and to convince Leo to come visit the school. Now, Leo was skeptical of school and refused to leave Ganzit, who couldn't travel underwater as a dragon, so Marin decided that the school would come to them. Now, this would be the school's first trip to land since Emi Yokota, the founder of House Sakurai, first brought the school to land many years before. Leo then joined the school and became a founding member of it, and he pioneered the acceptance of more dangerous and exotic forms of magic at Quilantis. Such subjects include arithmancy, zoolingualism, alchemy, inner earth herbalism, flying with magical creatures, ethical collection of magical ingredients, ethics in the treatment of magical creatures, studies of magical beings in the water, dispelling fairy tales and magical bias, non-verbal magical studies, and wandless magic and its uses. Over time, Quilantis was sought out by people hoping to harm witches and wizards, and so, as we have said, every 50 years or so, the school changes its name and location. The school is, of course, currently Worthwich School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and located in Central Texas. It has 4 houses to honor influential founders of the school. Leonardo Camaldeleone is considered a founder of the school for the advancement of its fine curriculum, and the House Wyverno was created in his honor. So that's the story of how Worthwich was founded and how the 4 founders, Marin Farage, Quichito, Emi Yokota, and Leonardo Camaldeleone, came together to form the school we know today. Now, as with all the other houses, Wyverno has its own specific characteristics and traits that they developed themselves. As we have said before, no house at Worthwich has qualifying personality traits or characteristics for entrance into that house because Worthwich accepts all students, all misfits alike. But nevertheless, Wyverno has crafted its own house dynamic that we will talk about in just a moment. Wyverno is the 4th and final Worthwich house founded, and the Wyverno head of house is Professor Gregor Bodock. He is the defensive magic specialist at our school. The Wyverno house colors are orange and brown. Here I have my Wyverno candle that I keep in my classroom. I did not have brown candles, so for the purposes of this candle, the Wyverno colors on the candle are orange and black. However, when the orange and black mix, you can't quite see it. It turns brown right in here. So anyway, the house symbol for Wyverno is the volcano. To symbolize the mistaken volcano Wyverno that was actually just a mountain that was home to dragons, but nonetheless, the symbol is a volcano. The house magical creature, which is not a mascot, but similar to a mascot, is of course the Wyvern dragon. Now, here are the characteristics of House Wyverno from my professor perspective. As I've said before, there is a different dynamic in each house. And Wyverno's, your house, in my opinion, is the most driven house at Worthwich, the most ambitious. And indeed, that played out well for you last year as you won both the House Cup and the Quidditch Cup. Wyverno students want to succeed, and they will work diligently to ensure that they do. That being said, ambition and focus can be intense and intimidating to people who don't understand it and who can't match that drive. So sometimes, Wyvernos, you have to be careful that you're not coming off as too intense for people who don't understand your drive. Wyverno is sometimes considered, at least in my opinion, the edgiest and most serious house at Worthwich. And as Wyvernos love to succeed, they also excel at some of the most technical and trickiest subjects like potions and, in my opinion, Quidditch this last year. So yes, that is our house histories here at Worthwich. I hope you have enjoyed them. I hope you've enjoyed hearing a little bit of your own history and a little bit of how I, as a professor, see you. If you disagree with how I have assessed your house dynamics, I would love to talk about them. I am not one of the professors who's been at Worthwich the longest. I'm in fact relatively new to the staff. So I'm still learning about the houses and the students and developing a greater sense of the school and the houses individually. Feel free to ask other professors how they see the house as well, because again, there are not specific qualities that define each house, but nevertheless, you each have your own sense of community and dynamic. So yes, that is the end of our series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying Spirit Week. If you haven't had a chance to participate yet, you definitely should. I know the headmaster and staff have lots of great things planned for you. And since we can't be together during this time, during these 2 weekends, this is what we can do to participate, to be together right now. So I hope we'll see you soon. I hope you'll stay safe. I hope you'll participate in Spirit Week, and I hope you have a great day. Welcome back. Long time no see. I am Coach Professor Lucilius Terrio Leep. I go by Luke. You know the spiel by now. I realized as I was telling the Wyverno house history and finished it and concluded that video that I left out a significant detail about House Wyverno's traits and symbols. Each house has its own element, and Wyverno's house element is fire. And I neglected to mention that. I missed it in my notes last video. And as you see, we have fire represented, of course, by the candle, but the candle was present in all the house videos. And so to symbolize fire in my own home, as I do not have a decent fireplace, I'm here by my oven, which can be the hottest force in my home. So that's why I'm sitting here and why I decided to tell the Wyverno house story here on the ground in my kitchen near my oven. So I'm sorry, Wyverno, I had it in my notes and I realized after I finished the video that I had left that out. And I felt that it was too important to just leave out. So here's a second qualifying video, Wyverno House History Part 2, if you will. So yes, that's all I have. If you have any questions about the house histories, if you would like more information about where to read them in their entirety, please reach out to me. We do have archives at the school, and I can send you the house histories in their entirety with the headmaster's permission, of course. We don't just loan out our archives, our scrolls willy-nilly, but if that's something you'd be interested in, we can try to figure something out. Or if you have other questions, let me know. But otherwise, enjoy Spirit Week, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.